Good morning and buenos dias, Crossroads. I'm Haley Closson.
I'm Gino Perez.
And I'm meteorologist Trey Marnie.
Oh, look, you put meteorologist in front of it today. I am meteorologist Trey
fancy.
Marnie.
Well,
There you go.
I'm news anchor Gino.
I know, news anchor Haley.
A meteorologist and also very congested Trey Marnie.
Oh, it's okay. It's all.
I get a little bit in the details.
It's all these weather changes, right?
I think so, yes.
Rain,
but it's going to be a beautiful
sun.
day today.
Beautiful today, no worries there. Get out and soak up the sun. It's a Friday, sunny day all day. I'll tell you what, look.
Good morning and welcome back, Crossroads. Hope you're all hanging in there this morning. The weekend is just around the corner, and if you haven't got any plans yet, there's something fun happening in Victoria. Joining with me right now is Megan Booth with the Victoria Comic Festival coming up this weekend.
Hey.
Thanks for being here this morning.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me on. I'm just so excited to get here and talk about it a little bit. I am just thrilled to be here.
I love your perkiness in the
Oh my
morning.
gosh,
it's
thank
so
you.
rare to find someone like that.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about what's happening this weekend.
Okay, we'll start.
Switching gears to movie news this morning, Robert Pattinson is the big topic today. You may remember him as the dreamy vampire from the Twilight saga, but he's trading in his fangs for a cape and a Batmobile. The new Batman has begun shooting. Let's take a look. All right, good morning, Crossroads. The time is now 6:40 this morning on Sunrise. Gino and I are so excited for you to meet Miss Brooke Testerman. She's the owner of Brookie's Cookies. Good morning, Brooke. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
You may.
A lot of them are themed. So how do you come up with those intricate designs?
When people
That's pretty good. Sorry, I had to.
when people give me their theme, I
Filling the middle.
just
Gotcha.
one line
See?
across.
Now, speaking of which, you're dealing with someone who's good at this. I am not so good at this. Are your classes for all skill levels?
yes.
Okay. All right.
We have and then do the red same line across.
Welcome back to your Hollywood Nation on this Friday morning. I'm Haley Closson. Boy, have we got some incredible stuff going on in the world of entertainment today. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on. We've got the best news this morning kicking things off. Baby news! Modern Family's Jesse Tyler Ferguson is getting his own Modern Family. He's about to become a father. Speaking of that, nobody's going to be left out because there has been this picture that's been circulating on social media
Yes,
of Mr. Victoria himself. Gary Moses!
Yes!
Brother Gary Moses, look at him right there on the screen.
So basically, we try each year to get some of our artists to do a piece that, is in honor of our community. So I tried to think of something in Victoria that everybody would recognize. What is something everyone recognizes? Brother Gary Moses.
What is Victoria and Brother Gary Moses?
Yes.
Well, welcome back to Sunrise, everyone. The time is now 6:51. This morning we have been graced with some delicious scents for the past, 10 minutes, I think?
Yes, for sure.
Coming from a professional themselves, you know them, you love them, Texas Roadhouse. We would like to introduce Chef Albin from Texas Roadhouse. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Billie Eilish has taken home more than trophies after her sweep of the Grammys' top categories. Now the 18-year-old singer is winning record sales. Welcome back, everybody. Haley Closson here with your daily dose of pop culture in today's Hollywood Nation. Let's go ahead and kick things off with the princess of pop herself, Taylor Swift. Tay shared some difficult news about her mother's battle with cancer. Andrea Swift now has a brain tumor. All right, now as you just saw in that story, sometimes you just crave a Happy Meal.
You do. Sometimes you're just saying to yourself, I need a Happy Meal.
Jonathan, how are you?
Hey, pretty good, thanks.
All right, so tell us just a little bit about the route. Is this a rain or shine event? What can you tell us?
Yeah, it's rain or shine. We're definitely expecting clear skies.
So you heard it here first. Come on down. Don't let the weather stop you from coming out and seeing really cool cars like this. Back to you guys in the studio. Right now, the CDC is examining a sample to determine if a Texas A&M student has coronavirus. While we know that the student did travel to the area of China at the center of the outbreak, right now it's still unclear if the patient traveled through the Houston area before returning to campus. In Washington, it's the third and final day of opening statements for Democrats in the Senate impeachment trial of President Trump. The House managers spent 9.5 hours yesterday making their case that the president's actions violate the Constitution. Now to President Trump's historic impeachment trial in Washington, where the House prosecution team will begin making their case against President Trump. The first full day of the trial dragged on for more than 12 hours, with the Senate Republicans and Democrats clashing over the rules of the trial. What does it mean to you to be a part of the Shriners Hospital that's going to benefit so many kids after all this, free pancake day is over?
I think that's the biggest part of it, Haley. We get to help the kids out there that really need our help.
Hi, Crossroads. I'm here in Spring, Texas, where a look behind me is at the Union Pacific locomotive number 4141, where in just a few days, the body of President George H.W. Bush will be transported to College Station as his final resting place.
It's a very special opportunity for us at Union Pacific to have that same locomotive now be part of his journey back home.
In just 3 days, late President George H.W. Bush will be laid to rest after 94 years. However, Texans will be able to pay their respects for approximately 70 miles until this Union Pacific presidential locomotive makes its final stop at Bush's resting place in College Station.
We understand that people probably want to get pictures and video, and we just ask that they keep safety top of mind at all times.
But this is no ordinary railroad car. This, in fact, is the 6th locomotive in Union Pacific's history to be painted any color other than their normal armored yellow. It's painted light blue, white, and gray as an honor to the Air Force One jet that was used during Bush's presidency.
This is a moment in time that we are actually going to get to experience here, and it's very special for us, and obviously for a very special president.
And the number, 4141, that's in honor of George Bush, of course, the 41st President of the United States. Now, on Thursday, December the 6th, Engine 4141 will begin its departure from here in Spring, Texas, all the way to College Station, where President Bush will be buried alongside his wife and daughter at the George H.W. Bush Presidential Library and Museum. For your Hometown News, I'm Haley Closson. 35 days of government shutdown, but we're in the clear for now. Congress having until February 15th to come to a border wall consensus, or President Donald Trump declaring a national emergency. I spoke with our U.S. Representative and District 27 Congressman Michael Cloud on what this trickle down could mean for Americans. The countdown begins. 15 days until Congress comes to a consensus on President Trump's border wall, or the president possibly declaring a national emergency. Our District 27 Congressman and U.S. Representative Michael Cloud hoping for a collaborative decision.
You know, among the rank and file in Congress, there's actually a lot of broad support for securing the border. It's historically hasn't been a real contentious issue, and you know, so I think we'll be able to hopefully be able to find common ground.
The government shutdown lasting over 35 days, deemed the longest in history, as thousands of federal workers were left with work but without paychecks. Cloud continues to encourage donations as the future of the government remains yet to be decided.
One thing that's great about our community is how we pull together. We saw this in the aftermath of Harvey, you know, just people coming together to help out neighbors. Congressman
Cloud made his own contributions to affected workers during the shutdown, helping bring more awareness to the community.
Well, a number of community members had collected supplies and asked me to present them on their behalf to the Coast Guard in Port O'Connor. And then we also in Corpus Christi worked with a number of organizations, the USO there, to just help bring awareness to the situation that they were going through, let people know how they could help.
Divisiveness aside, the representative hoping for a solution to keep the government open.
In the past, this has not been a divisive issue, you know, and only in the current election climate has it become one. And so there's a lot of bipartisan support, honestly, among the rank and file for a solution that does both secure the border and continues operation of government. And we're working to make sure that gets done.
Congressman Cloud hopes the community continues to show their support for federal workers amid the pending congressional decision to be decided on February the 15th. Now, Congressman Cloud did say that he wants the public to bring any of their issues or their questions to their office, which is actually located here in downtown Victoria. But if you can't do that, or if he's out of office, you can check up on the cloud.house.gov website to stay in contact with their office. In Victoria, I'm Haley Closson for your Hometown News. This is trash. This is a trash can. This, not so much. Internationally known thrift and donation businesses such as the Salvation Army and Goodwill are no strangers to the occasional unusable item that makes its way into their donation areas. However, in a recent social media post, the Salvation Army here in Victoria is dealing with a bit much of it.
We get, unsolicited donations, usually after hours, of items that we can't sell or that are just unusable.
Our local Goodwill also chiming in on their experiences.
I would say maybe less than 10%, probably 5% of the folks will drop off tires, carpet, large appliances that are broken that we can't resell in our stores.
However, that stained mattress or single tire that you may be inclined to donate,
due to health reasons, and if it's a mattress that you wouldn't want to sleep on, then definitely we would not want to try to sell it to the public to sleep on.
is actually doing more harm than good.
And it does cost us money to dispose of those items, and when we're spending money on disposing items, that means we're not spending money on providing services.
Every time we dump, it costs us money.
When asked what advice both organizations would want the public to know, they answered in unison.
We like to encourage the public to donate in person during store hours. That way we can give them a tax receipt and that we can thank them for their donations.
But we try to encourage, and we have signage that backs that up, that folks will donate during the hours of 9 to 5 so that we can receive their donations, thank them, give them a receipt, and take care of them so that they're not left out overnight or left out in the weather.
If you're unable to donate during store hours, Goodwill does have donation bins located outside of their stores, and the Salvation Army offers a multitude of ways to receive your donations, not your trash.
They should be mindful about what we can sell and what we can't sell.
If you don't feel like this product can be resold, then go ahead and just dump it.
In Victoria, I'm Haley Closson for your Hometown News. Hi Crossroads, I'm Haley Closson, standing here at the George R. Brown Convention Center in downtown Houston, where hundreds of hopefuls are lined up for their chance to be named the next American Idol. Bright and early at 5 a.m., hundreds of people began to gather outside of the George R. Brown Convention Center in downtown Houston, hopeful that they could potentially be the next American Idol. Handheld items range from coffee cups, fan-made signs, and even instruments as the doors for registration opened at 6:30 a.m., and all those contestants walked through the doors to their destiny. If for some reason you've missed your opportunity to audition here at the downtown Houston location, no worries. Head on over to crossroadstoday.com and check out the 9 other U.S. cities that the American Idol Bus Stop Tour will be making a stop at. Until then, reporting live in Houston, I'm Haley Closson for your Hometown News. If you've been on social media lately, you may have stumbled upon this picture of a Dr. Pepper truck stopped on Lone Tree Road. The story behind it gone viral with nearly 1,000 likes.
Oh wow, ain't gonna make me tear up or something.
Meet Jack Roberts, a Dr. Pepper employee and the driver of that very truck. While on his route Wednesday morning, Roberts spotted an American flag hanging out of a trash can.
Looks to me like it was flown proudly, and they probably just didn't know how to get rid of it.
He immediately stopped his truck, got out, and properly folded the flag, which a passerby immediately took notice of and posted to social media. To Roberts, however, it was a humble reminder of his time in service.
I did foreign Army, foreign Navy. The flag to me isn't just cloth. That is comrades that have gone before us since this country was started. And when I see a flag, I see my friends, see some that didn't come back, and good times. We had a lot of good times.
Roberts wants locals to know if they have an unserviceable flag they're ready to get rid of, there's a drop-off that many people are probably unaware exists.
There's organizations around here that take care of it. There's a drop box in front of Patty Dobson Health Center, ain't that what that's called? There's a flag drop box. Ain't nobody there. You just drop the flag in it. That's all you got to do.
A man, humbled by the positivity coming from the viral post, never expected this response. All the comments on social media, positive, thanking the veteran and now called hometown hero.
That's what I see when I see the flag. The men and women who serve. That's me.
In Victoria, I'm Haley Closson for your Hometown News.